never felt less alone, and I never felt less alone.
Hello and welcome. You are watching Local Indie Live, and today we have the great pleasure to be with singer-songwriter Fiona. Hi Fiona, welcome.
Hi Esme, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. And so tell us a little bit more about your style, what inspires you, how did you get here?
Yeah, so I came from a very musical family. My dad went to school for music education, and my mom had a minor in music as well. So there was always music happening in my household. I learned basic piano from an early age, and then I learned the flute, and I picked up ukulele and then guitar when I was a teen, and I started writing songs. And I came from a very small town as well. Really tiny, not a lot of people around or things to do. So I started writing songs as a way...
Was that in Oregon?
No, I'm from Montana.
Oh, Montana.
So
okay.
yeah, I came from right near Yellowstone National Park. And I started writing songs as a way to kind of keep myself company and work through the things that I was feeling, and kind of as a way to reach out. And if I can write a song about how I'm feeling, and then I can share a song with people, maybe there's shared experiences there and connections that can be made. So for a few years I just wrote songs, but I never showed them to anyone or played them until I came here, and I go to OSU for college. And as soon as I came here, I saw signs for open mics and things like that. And I thought, oh, I could do that. I could go sing my songs. And so that's what I started to do. And it started off very small because I'd never performed before.
Wow. So that was just a couple years
that
ago
was just
then,
3
right?
years ago.
Wow.
So I started going to as many as I could, and I got the bug, and that's all I want to do now. And I've started recording my songs and getting more of them out there.
Wow. That's really awesome. You said when you were younger, you started to write songs and you kind of kept them to yourself. Was it seems like more therapeutic at the time?
Yeah.
Did you think that you were going to eventually share them, or did you always feel like it was going to be your little...
I think I always hoped to share them for sure, because I think writing songs is very therapeutic. And for me, songs are all about connecting with other people through specific experiences or emotions or things that you've been through. If you write a song about that, most likely someone will hear that song and relate to it themselves and feel less alone.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what my whole idea of writing music is to connect with people about things that maybe, you don't always just talk about with a stranger or something, but you could share it in a song.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. The message of you're not alone and having your music be a part of, connecting with other humans.
Yeah,
That's really, really
exactly.
beautiful.
Thank you.
So for someone that's never maybe listened to your music, how would you describe your music to them, your type of style?
That's kind of hard. I guess I'd say singer-songwriter, although that's kind of vague, but you know, it circles around acoustic instruments mostly and emotional lyrics and storytelling. So it kind of stems from folk music and then mix in a little like contemporary indie pop or something like that.
That's really great. So you came from a small town in Montana. You are going to school at OSU and you see your first sign for an open mic. Was that a struggle for you? What gave you the actual inspiration that I'm going to do this? Or did you fight with that at all? Or was it like, this is the next logical step?
It's funny. So I came to college thinking my number one thing I want to do, I want to be in an a cappella group.
Cool.
And
have you done that?
I haven't done that.
Okay.
I auditioned for 2 and I didn't get in. And I was actually walking out of that audition, you know, kind of down about it. And I saw a sign for an open mic at the community center. And it was just like, well, that's my sign. That's what I should do instead. Yeah. You know, I shouldn't be in an a cappella group and sing covers of other people's songs. I should go to this and play my instrument and sing my original music.
I just got a little bit of chills with that. That's so beautiful, right? Where you're trying to go in one direction and then the universe, God, whatever you may call it, it's like, boom, this is what you should do.
Yeah.
That's really great. So how was it the first time that you performed? I just am so enthralled and inspired by someone like you because, you know, that was 18, you're 20 now.
Yeah.
And it's just so inspirational that you're doing it. And you know.
Yeah, I was definitely extremely nervous and I always get nervous still, but I think that that's part of what I love about it. It's kind of an adrenaline and it's doing something out of your comfort zone. It's scary to share your songs, but like it's almost that fear that fuels me, I think. And looking back at it, I can see how much I've grown also. That first time, I know that I was very nervous and definitely didn't sing my song the best or whatever, but I did it and that's what mattered. And I think that's also what keeps me going because I still look back at performances and I go, oh, that wasn't so good compared to now, but that makes you see the growth and that makes me want to keep doing it.
Yeah, keep going with it. So when you're writing a song, do you perform only your originals?
I like to perform covers too and do a mix of both.
And when you're writing your own songs, what's your process? I have some musician friends that have told me they literally go in a closet. Like, interesting process. So I'm always interested. What's your process of, you know, creating?
Yeah. It's kind of just me sitting down with my guitar or the piano or an instrument and starting to play something and just starting to sing or write down lyrics about how I feel. And, you know, people always ask me like, oh, does music come first or do the lyrics come first? It's definitely at the same time kind of for me, or it varies. Like maybe I'll start with a line, a lyric that I am like, that could be a whole song. But the process is really like, then I'll start playing something and then I'll start singing and then more lyrics will come. So it's very simultaneous for me.
That's really beautiful. Let's talk about your first song, The M Train. What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, so I wrote that song about a year ago when I was working in my hometown. And like I said, tourist town, very small. So most of the customers were tourists and from any number of different places. And so that song was inspired by these stories and experiences I had with people. Two in particular. The name comes from a woman came in and I took her order, and she said to me, "Oh, this is going to sound kind of weird, but can you tell me what time it is?" And I told her what time it is, like, no problem. And then she went on to explain that she didn't have a watch, she didn't have a phone, or any way of knowing the time. And she'd left all those things accidentally back at home, which she realized on the M train on her way to the airport in New York City.
Oh, wow.
And she said that she was fine. Like, she didn't need her phone. She had Wi-Fi at her hotel. Like, she could communicate with people. It was fine. But it was kind of weird to not know the time, because we're so used to that all the time, you know? And so she found herself approaching people to ask. And she said just that small thing that is so uncommon nowadays, an extra human interaction, made her feel really less alone.
Wow.
And then another group came in a few weeks later. It was a family, and they had small kids and everything, and it was early morning. And I asked as I was taking their order, "Oh, how's your day going?" And the mom said, just very nonchalantly, like, "Oh, it's kind of complicated. We're stranded. We can't get back to our campsite." And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So they sat in the cafe for a half hour eating their breakfast, and I was trying to like rack my brain for what can I do? How can I help these people? And I didn't get off work for hours, like a long time. But I couldn't just do nothing, so I wrote my phone number down and gave it to her and said, "If you haven't found a ride by 2 p.m. or whenever I got off work, text me, call me, and I'll give you a ride back to your campsite." And so when I got off work, I had a text, and it wasn't, "Can you give us a ride?" It was, "Thank you so much for your willingness to help a stranger." And she said that made her feel really less alone.
Aww.
So that kept coming back, and it really stuck with me, and it made me feel less alone.
Yeah.
So that's what that song was about.
That's really beautiful. And it just highlights how, like, the tiniest things, she ended up not needing a ride, but just the fact that you offered, and like how far that can go to someone to not make them feel alone. So that's beautiful.
The small human moments.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
Traveled on the M train, got that nagging feeling I'd left something home. Late for an airplane, finally for a new place. No watch or phone, nobody to watch me. Failed to make my tongue speak, I have to ask the time. And I'd never felt less alone. And I'd never felt less alone. Traveled down the highway, hours without a good break. Family in tow. Early fog filled my brain, watched it make a mistake. Now there's no way home. Stopped inside a cafe, thinking I'd ask some way. Offered on their own, and I'd never felt less alone. And I'd never felt less alone. Traveling on sidewalks, empty buses in dark streets so far from home. Nobody to walk with, show off all my haunts, but it doesn't change the cold. Midnight is right on time, and these stories fill my mind. Each step an echo, and I feel less alone. I feel much less alone.
You've just listened to The M Train. So let's move on to the second song, which is Crumble. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so that song is about kind of the state of the world right now and this immense pressure which gets put on young people to deal with the consequences of decisions that weren't our own. And from that, sometimes kind of a blame game can start happening. And so the song is about how finding blame and putting blame on, pinpointing that really doesn't help anything. There's one lyric that kind of sums it up. I say, "We're crumbling into earth. The earth is just crumbling dirt." So, maybe we are left with dust and dirt, but instead of trying to figure out what caused this, we could plant new seeds. So yeah, it's kind of about the hope that we need to take action instead of, beating everyone down.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Walk down the stairs and life unfolds, pressured by what's real. The here and now can't go on about responsibilities to feel. She stands alone, tears streak her phone, tremors cause shards to fall, crumbling in the stairwell. Dust stains the wall. Racing eyes try to catch the tears too quick for hands. Wretchedly watch her heart realize that life cannot be planned. Talk about the problems now, society's cruel hold. We're told that it is all our fault, but nobody is that old. Crumbling foundations thickly coat us all. Crumbling humans, towers, icebergs fall. Crumbling into earth, earth is just crumbling dirt. So what came crumbling first? Shattered glass and ammunition. If I could, I would erase, but the shards of their volition and the powder leads to flames come to cruel fruition. This dust leaves a bitter taste. I wish I could just crumble all your pain away. Crumbling foundations thickly coat us all. Crumbling humans, towers, icebergs fall. Crumbling into earth, earth is just crumbling to dust. Must we stay? Could we grow new seeds? Watch a world of dust crumble away, crumble into peace.
You've just heard Crumble. And last but not least, the It's Still Early song. What was behind that?
Yeah, so that song is kind of momentous for me. It was the 100th song I ever wrote.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I made a goal for myself that I wanted to write 100 songs before I turned 20. And I wrote that song the day before.
Wow.
So,
And were you getting nervous? Were you feeling like, oh my God, I'm not going to do it? And then it just came to you?
A little bit.
Wow.
Definitely. And that's what the song ended up being about. It's about this feeling that you're running out of time and that you're behind, or you've missed opportunities, or you've let things slip by. And the song goes on a journey from starting that way. It's this imagery of someone's driving towards a sunset, but they don't stop. They just keep on driving like they're chasing something else. And by the end of the song, it's sunrise, and they're realizing that there is in fact a whole day ahead of them, and everything is right here in the moment. It's not farther down the road. It's not, past you. It's right here.
Yeah.
And it's still early.
Driving west to win the limelight of sun. She's laughing at me, I'm sure, 'cause it can't be won. But if I get just a little farther, I'll have the time to sit and watch and laugh with her. For now I'll drive. It's only another mile or 2 or 3. It's only 11. It's still early. Slowly reaching another end, telling me I've ruined another chance, and I take it to heart. Try to understand, hold on so desperately to be more than I am. I'm only a mother's child, 19, 20. It's only a construct time. It's still early. Past all the light along, still think I see it. Swear hear her song. I swear I feel it. Does no one see the glowing hills? Warm blankets, she's sleeping. Something I never will, but I keep dreaming. It's only a hint of light, only a feeling, only a drifting night, and it's
I feel like that's like being human, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're human, you've felt that before,
Right.
and it's an awful feeling, but it's beautiful that you were able to get it in a song. Like many of the greats before us have said, be here now.
Yeah.
So I love that you were able to get that in right on time and that you were able to take all that emotion and turn it into a song to reach your goal. So
Yeah.
congratulations
Thank
on
you
that.
so much.
And thank you again for being here. You're awesome, Fiona.
Thank you so much for interviewing me.
Of course, my pleasure. And thank you all at home. You've been tuning into Local Indie Live. Thank you.
Less alone.